So, I was sitting on my couch one day, as one does, and while I was sitting there, my sister booted up Wii Sports. As I was watching her play and reminiscing in all of the great memories I have with the game, a thought popped into my head. Why are we still playing Wii Sports? Why, after almost 2 decades and 3 console generations, are we still going back to it? Even after the release of Nintendo Switch Sports. Now, it's no industry secret that Wii Sports was extremely popular during the Wii generation, selling almost as many copies as the Wii itself, which is probably due to it being packed in with the Wii console, at least here in North America. Something Nintendo should really try again. Even though the Wii generation has passed, Wii Sports has left quite the legacy. But why? I believe there are 3 main reasons as to why Wii Sports has remained so timeless, and in this video, we're going to explore each of them. So grab your bowling balls, boxing gloves, and golf clubs, as we are going to jump into Nintendo's 2006 classic and answer the question of why Wii Sports is so timeless. The first reason I believe that Wii Sports has remained so timeless is really in the title of the game, the sports. Athletic sports have been a major staple of human culture for centuries and were first formally institutionalized by the ancient Greeks with the Olympics. You could argue that sporting events have become even more popular as they started to be broadcasted over radios and television. I mean, the NFL alone reported around an average of 17 million viewers in 2024. Now, just imagine how many other people watch the other sports like the NBA, the PGA, and the NHL. So why am I giving you this history lesson? We're talking about video games here. Well, you see, with the release of the DS in 2005 and Wii in 2006, Nintendo adjusted their whole strategy to appeal to the most amount of people by targeting the casual market. They did this by making games like Nintendogs and Brain Age, games that anyone from Little Timmy to Grandma Joan could pick up and play, and most importantly, play together. In the Wii's development stages, Nintendo needed a flagship title for the Wii. On top of making a game that will appeal to gamers and non-gamers alike, they also needed something to act as a technical showcase for the motion controls in their new Wii Remote. Now, what could that game be? Well, remember when we were talking about the ancient Greeks and the NFL just a moment ago? Turns out, sports were chosen to be the focus of the Wii's flagship title because they were something that a widespread amount of people were familiar with. That is really kind of the basis for this part of the video. Wii Sports is timeless because sports themselves are timeless. The sports chosen to be featured in Wii Sports were tennis, baseball, bowling, golf, and boxing, and all of these sports were designed to be played in a way that was simple and understandable. It also helped if you were familiar with the sport in real life, then you would find some familiarity with the sport in-game, even though they aren't one-to-one. It made strides with making the sports fun for those who were gamers, who were non-gamers, people who play sports, and those who didn't. These were all also sports that were more fun the more people you were playing with. I grew up playing mainly the Wii, so I have such fantastic memories with it and its games, especially Wii Sports. I remember every New Year's Eve, my grandparents would host a Wii bowling tournament. By the way, if I hit a strike here, then you have to subscribe. Well, looks like you have to subscribe. I remember spending forever trying to figure out how to speed serve in tennis with my brother and thinking I could beat my dad and grandpa in golf. I couldn't. Point is, Wii Sports succeeded in its mission to be a game that gamers like myself and non-gamers like my grandpa and other members of my family could pick up and play together, and that is shown through its familiar, accessible, and most importantly, fun lineup of sports. And that's also why I believe that Wii Sports has stood the test of time. My second reason for why Wii Sports has remained so timeless is due to its controls. Now, I am not the world's biggest fan of motion controls. I think they're just annoying and janky. I think my favorite use of motion controls in recent times is arms on the Nintendo Switch. Insert shameless plug here. However, despite my lack of love for motion controls, I happen to quite like the motion controls in Wii Sports. I think this pretty much goes back to Nintendo wanting to make a game that was very simple and approachable, especially in the sports game genre. I've played my fair share of Madden and 2K, and let me tell you, they aren't very approachable for non-gamers in my experience. Wii Sports is very minimal on actual button presses, as the sports are mainly played by moving The motion controls help make familiar actions like swinging a baseball bat or a golf club feel natural, and that really aids in all types of people being able to play. Now, with the Wii Remote being as old as it is, the motion controls are primitive compared to something like the Joy-Con 2. However, I believe that the quote-unquote primitive motion of the Wii Remote actually contributes to Wii Sports being so timeless. Because of the tech in the Wii Remote, the motions required to play the sports were simple, but not like unresponsive or unsatisfying. I think there's a charm to being able to absolutely whip the remote around while playing baseball or tennis, and there's a certain satisfaction when you bowl a strike or hit a home run. I remember when Nintendo Switch Sports came out in 2022, I was really excited to get into it like I did with Wii Sports and its sequel, Wii Sports Resort. The very first reaction I had when booting up something like bowling and tennis specifically was disappointment. Switch Sports just doesn't feel right to me. It was just a little too sensitive. It's not a bad thing by any means. The more sensitive and precise motion controls create a bigger skill gap than Wii Sports did. For me, that removed the accessibility angle that Wii Sports had. Because the Joy-Con are more advanced than the Wii Remote, everything felt more sensitive. And I understand this is probably the most subjective point of the video, but when I think of the oversensitivity in Switch Sports, I think of a non-gamer who remembers Wii Sports coming to the Switch, and I see them being frustrated that it doesn't feel as straightforward than Wii Sports did, similar to how I felt. I believe that Switch Sports having a higher skill gap than Wii Sports plays a factor into why Wii Sports has continued to live on. Wii Sports' straightforward yet effective use of motion controls have helped it remain pick up and play no matter how old the Wii and those who play it get. My third and final reason for why Wii Sports is so timeless is the game's cultural significance and legacy. The Wii itself sold over 100 million units worldwide, and Wii Sports follows it up behind with about 80 million units. Now, Wii Sports' success is no doubt because it was bundled in with the Wii console in most regions. Wii Sports being such a success led to a whole Wii series consisting of games like Wii Fit, Wii Play, and Wii Chess. Yes, Wii Chess is a real game, but it was only released in Europe and Japan. The Wii series of games went down as some were good and others were cringe, and the Wii series even continued into the Wii U generation. Wii Sports also spawned some sequels with Wii Sports Resort in 2009, Wii Sports Club in 2013, and Nintendo Switch Sports in 2022, and whether you think these sequels are better than the original Wii Sports, you'll just have to let me know down in the comments below. But in my opinion, the original Wii Sports is the best, with Wii Sports Resort coming in a very, very close second. Wii Sports' legacy has also helped influence its role here on YouTube and social media in general. People like Summoning Salt talking about the game's speedrunning history, Eddie Burback making a retrospective on it, Emily the Engineer building a robot to bowl a perfect game, and heck, even I streamed it myself trying to bowl a perfect game. It did not go very well. These are just a couple examples I've seen, and it's clear Wii Sports' relevance on YouTube has kept the game fresh in people's minds, and a testament to no matter how old the game gets, people are still thinking about and playing Wii Sports. Even videos that don't have anything to do with Wii Sports are still using the game's soundtrack for background music. There isn't even that much music in the game, and still the soundtrack is iconic. The Wii Sports main theme is recognizable by even non-gamers. I remember playing pool with some non-gamer friends of mine many years ago, and while I was playing, humming the main theme, and my friend looked over to me and said, "Hey, isn't that the Wii Sports theme you're humming?" I'm sure I don't need to, as the song is most likely playing in your head right now, but here's a snippet of the main theme. It also surprised me to find out that bowling is the only sport to have background music as you play, and let me tell you, this tune is catchy. Every time I go bowling, I hum it. And the song that plays for the boxing results screen has such a funky beat and has gone down really as a classic meme song. Speaking of memes, meme culture also has embraced Wii Sports, and it's another factor in keeping the game alive. Using mostly the music and sound effects from the game, with memes becoming a part of our human culture, Wii Sports has found more life in becoming a meme. I believe that because of the legacy Wii Sports has left, and it becoming a popular topic in videos and memes, has really given Wii Sports the legs to become a timeless classic. Well, there you have it. My 3 reasons why I believe Wii Sports has become so timeless. Wii Sports is an incredibly special and nostalgic game for me. It was quite literally my childhood, and after almost 20 years, Wii Sports still holds up and is always a good time to go back and revisit and break out at a social event or family night. At the end of the day, I don't think Wii Sports will ever die. It's just so replayable and the kind of fun that you can't find anywhere else, and the nostalgia surrounding it will keep it timeless for years to come.